Hi there. Uh, Thought I'd make a video on. I had a couple people asking questions about Above the Rim. It's the XL game by Wayne Poniewaz. Wayne, the creator of Second and Ten football game. He had this on his website for a long time, and I think it just got to be too much to uh, take care of, so he took it down. I mean, if you go on um, the Delphi forums, I'm sure you could find someone who's got files, do a search. Um, Wayne himself might be able to hook you up some way on there. But anyways, instead I put this video down. I don't even know if anybody really needs it or wants it. I'm not usually uh, very good at these type of things. I usually leave that to uh, the guys who have a very distinct style about doing how-to videos, or uh, I'm usually not that one. I kind of hem and haw a lot and ramble on. So we'll try it, see how it goes, and see if it helps anybody. If it helps somebody, that's great. So we'll kind of just do an overrun. I'm not going to go crazy and spend 2 hours on trying to describe how to play this game or set it up, but I will go over the basics so you can get going. It's not real super difficult, especially if you have um, a see, like this. This is what I'm talking about. Words escape me all the time. If you have any kind of uh, idea how to play Statis Pro Basketball, this is based on that game. It's tweaked, the base 10 version. It's based on that, and Wayne just tweaked it a little bit here and there. Uh, but it plays really well. I really enjoy it. I play a lot. I like to play a lot of other basketball games, and I enjoy those too. But I always seem to come back and play Above the Rim eventually. And I played a few. Uh, I played a few tournaments and things like that on Delphi forums with it. Had a lot of fun with it. So let's get right to it. Now we're going to start. I'm going to do both the college and the pro game. I'm going to start with the college game. So first thing you want to do is open up the program. Now here I had it set up originally. I never did do it, but when the NCAA tournament was canceled, there was a lot of people that had their brackets, kind of a mock brackets showing who would play who in the first, and so on and so forth. And one of them had Richmond playing against Michigan. I set that up and was going to play that out, but I never did do that. So what we're going to do, so you open this up. Now, the next thing you know, you're going to go in and find the seasons. So I have it under college basketball ATR, and then it's kind of all over the place here, but I have some 85, 86 teams here, 87 through 99 teams. I have some. This is the 2018. There's a gentleman named, I believe his name's Gustav. He has a website that he creates the college basketball season. It's like 300 and some teams, Division One, and he'll post them on his site. Let's see if I can dig that up. But as you see, it's got all the conferences, each conference in the college basketball. Pretty extensive. And then I have this folder here. It's got some college stuff in it. Let's go with, we're just going to stick a random one here. Let's go with 96-97 West Region in the NCAA tournament. You got Tim Duncan's Wake Forest team. Let's see who we got here. How about Kentucky? Kentucky with Ron Mercer. Let's just pick a couple teams here. How about the Iowa Hawkeyes? And now, once you find the team you want to play with, you're going to go up to this little corner right there, and you're going to click on it, and that's going to highlight the whole page. And then you're going to right-click, copy, and then you're going to go back to your game, and you'll either put them in the visitor or the home. We'll go visitor here. And you go same thing. You highlight that. It's already highlighted. But you make sure that's highlighted, and then you right-click and paste, and that puts the team in there. I'll go back and get another one. Let's see. Oklahoma. Go St. Mary's. 23-8. Again, we'll click on that, highlight it, right click it, copy, go back, and we'll go to home, highlight, right click, paste. So there you go. Both teams are in. Then you're going to go from there, you're going to go where it says game. You'll go game, and then you're going to hit lineup. What that does is it puts both rosters in the game. It's still going to say the teams from Michigan and Richmond, but that'll change once you hit get your lineup set. So we're going to hit lineup, and it'll ask you if you're sure you want to select new lineups. Put OK. Okay. So now everything's set. The players are going to be in here, and then you'll go through and just set your lineup however you want it. We'll just kind of put one together here. All right, there's Iowa. Now we'll go to Whoop. Uh-oh, what did I do? There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Alright, so there we got the lineup set. And once you get the lineup set, then you're going to hit first. That's the first half and then the second half. And it'll tell you, it'll reset everything for a new game. And you're going to hit OK. And there you go, you're all ready to go. It's all set up. It already does all the calculations for your tempo, your field goal defenses. Now St. Mary's had quite the defense there in 96-97, to -6. Iowa's was -3. So you can kind of see where their weakness would be. For Iowa, their 3-point defense wasn't that great. So if St. Mary's had any, they don't really. Well, they have. Yeah, they got a couple guys that can shoot the three quite well. So it could turn out to be a bad thing for Iowa. So now you get it set. Now we'll go over what the buttons mean here. first thing you're going to do is jump ball. A jump ball, you're going to usually just pick in. You can pick anybody you want. You can go with centers. You can do whatever you want. But usually they say the highest rebounder on each team. So in this case, it'd be Ryan Bowen going up against Brad Millard or Millard. And then once you take into the reboundings, 40, 30, so he's got an 8-point advantage here. So you're going to jump, and that'll flip the FAC card, and it tells you a player with a higher rebounding rating wins the jump, +1 to lower. Well, even +1 is not going to get it for Millard. Bowen tips it off to J.R. Koch, and the Iowa Hawkeyes take possession. So now you know Iowa's got the ball, and this is how you control the teams. You're going to use their button here, and it'll highlight and turn orange there. That shows you they got the ball. And you see that the shot clock moves every time you click on this. So in this case, it says the ball is in the hands of Kent McCausland, who shoots if his attempt is 6, and the one number in parentheses is his 3-pointer, as you see here. Now, if you get the, in this sense, it shows he has a 7 as his field goal attempt. If you get the ball, the first pass is always going to be 1 less than your field goal attempt rating. So in this case, he's a 6, but his 3-pointer stays the same, which is a 5. And the number they show you is 4, so that's less than his 3-point attempt. So that means he's going to shoot a 3. And then underneath here, it says shot blocked by A.J. Rollins if his block rating of 1 is greater or equal to 1, which it means it would be blocked, but it also has no block if it's the 3-point attempt. So there's no block. Sometimes it won't have this no block or 3-point attempt. If that happens, it can be blocked. But in this case, it's going to be a 3-pointer attempt by McCausland. So when you attempt shots, this is where you're going to attempt your shots. A 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and the free throw. And this is when you have an assist rating. When it calls into account a player's assist rating, this is the number you're going to, or this is the button you're going to use. So in this case, it's a 3-pointer. We're going to hit this, and it's going to give you some numbers here. McCausland buries the 3-pointer if his 3-point attempt of 51 is greater or equal to the 58. It is not, so he's going to miss it. Now, also, there's going to be times where it'll say that, and then down here, it's going to say shot is made. Maybe if the team's 3-point rating is, in this case, let's say +0 to +10, or 0 to 10, and you see they are 0, so it would be good. Or in another way, it could say if a team's defensive rating is -3, the shot is missed. That could negate a make. So something to keep aware of. So in this case, it is a 3-pointer is a miss. So you're going to hit field goal miss, and it automatically does rebound. If you want it to, you can set it you have to do the rebound yourself. The only time you have to use this rebound button over here is if on a missed free throw, if it's the last free throw, or if it's a first free throw of a 1-on-1. But here it says the ball goes out of bounds, off Eric Knapp, and it's an offensive team rebound. So it goes back to the Hawkeyes. 35-second shot clock resets. I'll go again. Now I'll play through a little bit, try to see if I can get some different items to go over here. Pass to J.R. who is in the lane too long if the turnover rating is of 10 is greater or equal to 11. It's not, so there's no turnover. Now when they ask for the turnover, you're going to go down here and look at the team's turnover ratings. Both teams have a 10 turnover rating. So if that would have been, that number right there would have been a 10, it would have been a turnover, and you'd hit this button right here. And that changes the possession. But since there is no turnover, you're just going to pass it, which means you're just going to hit this button again. Shot clock goes down. Ball goes to Andre Woolridge. And you see this little ball here. It'll go to the player who's in possession. He shoots if his attempts of 13 or 4 is greater or equal to 12. It is for a two-pointer. So he will shoot a two-pointer. Now we're going to hit the attempt 2. Woolridge sinks the shot if his field goal rating of 48 is greater or equal to 60. It is not. He's going to miss that one. And they're going to call a foul on the defense in an attempt to get the rebound. Brad Millard fouls J.R. Coop attempting to get the rebound. All you have to do is hit this foul button here in that case. If it were an offensive foul, you hit this button. So hit this. It credits the foul to Millard. Shot clock resets. And on you go. Inbound to Woolridge. Attempts is far less than the number, so it's another pass. Woolridge keeps it. His attempts is still less than the number, so it's another pass. Woolridge still has it, still less. Another pass. So work the clock down. Good defense by the St. Mary's Gales. J.R. Cook has it. Now they're asking for his assist rating of 3. If it's greater or equal to 6, it is not, so he's going to have to pass as well. Shot clock's dwindling down. Possession to Guy Rucker, who pulls the trigger if his attempts of 11 is greater or equal to 10. It is. He's going to attempt a 2. Now remember, if it's in the parentheses, it's a three-pointer. So if this number here was equal, greater or equal to this number, it would be a three-point attempt. But in this case, it's a 2. He shoots. 51 is not greater or equal to 86, so he misses. Now here's where it says basket good if the field goal defense rating is +8 through +10. Neither team has that bad of defense, so it's a miss. So neither team shooting very well here to start the game. Still 0-0. Higher center. +17 to defense. As you see, it shows you who gets the +17. It's Millard, and he will pull it down. And here comes St. Mary's. A.J. Rollins has it. His shot number, though, is not greater or equal to 19, so he's going to pass. Here's David Sibulich. His assist rating is not greater or equal to 10, so he's going to pass. Let's go to A.J. Rollins. His attempt is greater than 6, so he will take a shot. If J.R. Coke would have had a steal rating of 10, it would have been a steal, but it's not. In that case, if it would have been a steal, you would have went over here and hit this steal button. That would have credited a turnover, a steal and a turnover, and changed the possession. But in this case, it's going to be a shot by A.J. Rollins for 2. Rollins hits the shot of his field rating of 57 is greater or equal to 14. It is. He hits it. Then down here it says a foul only if good. If the foul drawing of A.J. Rollins. Now each player has a rating for his foul drawing. That kind of gives you an idea what kind of he can get to the line. He's fairly good. 13.9 is pretty good. But it's got to be greater or equal to 21. It's not, so it's just a good 2-point bucket, no foul. And it's 2-0 St. Mary's. Iowa with the basketball. Andre Woolridge, who sets up an open shot if his assist of 11 is greater or equal to 19. It's not, so he's going to pass it. Pass to Jericho, who shoots if his attempts of 8 is greater than or equal to 14. That's not it. He passes. Goes to Ryan Bowen. And checking his assist rating, it's a 3. It's not greater or equal to 4, so he's going to have to pass. McCausland has it. He's fouled while shooting. If his foul drawing of 2.5 is greater or equal to 15.5, it is not, so he does not get the foul call. He passes to Kent McCausland still has it. He's going to travel. If his turnover rating of 10 is greater or equal to 7, it is, so it's a turnover on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Credit the turnover. As you hit the turnover button, the ball goes over to St. Mary's. All right. We'll do a couple more possessions and we'll kind of go over a few other things here. Brad Millard draws a foul. His foul drawing of 17.9 is greater or equal to 14.3. It is. So Millard is, as he goes to the basket, draws a foul on Andre Woolridge. But as you look here, it says no foul if his personal foul of 5.2 is less than or equal to 7. It is less. So there's no foul here. It's going to turn into just a pass. This will show you the lower the number on the foul rating is, he doesn't commit as many fouls as others. So Woolridge has the lowest foul rating of the starters, so he will not get the foul. It's going to be a pass over to Cameron Sufi. He shoots if his attempts of 3 is greater than or equal to 14. He does not. It's another pass. David Sibilich, who takes a shot of his attempts rating of 9 or a 6 in parentheses is greater or equal to 4. The 4 is less than the 6, so it's a 3-point shot. And again, it would have been blocked, but it says no block, a 3-point attempt. So Sibilich takes the 3, and it's going to go. He sinks it. 39 is greater or equal to 10, so it's a made field goal. And it's 5-0 St. Mary's. So that kind of give you an overview of how to get started here. A couple more things. Possession arrow here. You can, when they have a jump ball, you'll have, it tells you right here who the next possession goes to, and you can change that by clicking on this. So every time that happens, you can reset that. Anytime you can hit this and hit view stats and previous fact cards. If it'll show the previous one, but you can see the stats here. And late in the game, you may be down double digits or something like that. You may have to go to a 3-point offense. You click that instead of once they get possession, you can click on this and it'll try to force a 3-pointer if you can get one. And you usually if you do that, you want to make sure you get your 3-point shooters in the game. Hurry up offense, same thing. It'll knock off some on their field goal attempt rating because you're trying to get a hurry up shot, so it might not be as good an opportunity. We're going over steal, turnover, jump ball, intentional foul late in the game. You can hit that. It'll tell you who gets the foul. Fast break. Usually you don't want to use that if you're a D, tempo D or anything like that. You could try, but it's not going to really, like in this case, we'll see Iowa's on the fast break. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. I don't ever use the fast break. Button, so maybe you have to do it on or off a rebound. I can't remember. But anyways, free throws. If you have a missed free throw, let's say on a 1-and-1, this will keep track of team fouls right here in these boxes here. If you get to the penalty, it'll say bonus in here. A 1-and-1, you might hit the first shot and then miss the second, and then you would use the rebound button on that. Or if it's two shots, he hits the first and misses the second. Now, if he missed the first, you just hit miss free throw and then made second. But field goal plus, that happens if you have a guy who hits the shot. Let's say, for example, if Andre Woolard shot here and he made it, he hit the two-pointer and it said it was good. Down here it might say foul if foul rating is, so on and so forth. If it meets the criteria, the basket's good as well as he was fouled, then you'd hit your field goal plus. So that would give him the bucket, and then it also call the foul, and then you'd do the free throw. Then down here, and also back to this real quick. Once you get to the second half, you finish the first half, you're going to have to hit this button to reset for the second half. And the same thing for overtime. When you finish the second quarter and you're tied, you hit that to set up the overtime. Down here, these are all just things you can do. Three-point shot, yes. I mean, if you played the pre-3-point shot, you can set that to no. Auto FAC on steal, I play with those, yes. Same with the rebound. Color on the cards, I play with no color. If you want to get this color to show up, you can use that, and it'll show up on the cards. Sounds, yes. Men or women's, I set it for men's. If you're playing a women's game, you could click on that. Shot clock, yes. You can set what the shot clock is here. Player photos, I don't play with them. You can play with them. They'll show up right here. Ball movement, that's that little move around I play with it on. Home court advantage, I play with no, since this is a tournament game. If you are playing replaying a season, NBA season or a college season, you'd play with that on. It will alter the defense and turnover stat. Auto sub, yes. What that means, you can play with it off. I don't really even use it, but I just leave it on. What that'll do when you hit college, I believe, is every 4 minutes period. It'll buzz like the buzzer, and for substitutions, and these will turn gray. It just kind of gives you an idea who to change out. I don't normally follow that. I just kind of go by with kind of a feel thing, and that's what these little up here, starter 3.0, starter 2.0, what those are rest periods. So Guy Rucker has to rest 3 rest periods in the game. So 3 4-minute rest periods. So 12-minute total he has to sit out. Same tempo. And then some of these guys have the plus 0.5. So he'll have to rest 3 4-minute periods plus another 2 minutes, and so on and so forth. The subs are the exact opposite. Subs will have a number and it'll say sub 4.0. That means he can play for rest periods, so 12 minutes. When you're done with the game, once it's all finished, you go down here and hit the saved final stats and create temp. What that does, it's going to create a temp. It says here it's going to go right over here. So that's what it's going to look like. This is set up for an old game here. And then once you get, it'll say it'll have the right teams on it once you hit that button. And then you're going to hit this and it'll save you a Hotmail file, which goes right here where it says Hotmail. Here's what I was just kind of playing around with. I didn't even play the game. I was just going to show you what it looks like. And this is what it'll look like when it's done. But you got to make sure the college file is in the same folder as the ball, picture, the buzzer, the sound effect sounds. They got to be in the same folder for them to work properly. And I think that's it for college. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let's go over to the pro game. Not much difference. Just that there's 4 quarters instead of 2 halves. Same thing, you're going to have to hit the buttons every time you start the new quarter, or the OT buttons down here. It's a little different looking down here, but you can set it for same things: auto rebound, auto fac, colors on cards, sounds. This one has a bonus 5 or 6 personal fouls. You can set it, in this case we'll set it for 6. Use your shot clock, yes. 24 seconds. Player photos, no. Ball movement, home court advantage, auto sub, and foul out. Oh wait, no, bonus is 5. I was thinking that was foul out. So there you go there. And I'll kind of show you also, I didn't show in the college, I didn't show subs. But same thing, you're going to pick your teams, click on that little corner there, highlight it, copy. And then go to your, I'm going to go home with the Lakers here. And paste it. And then we'll do the Blazers, who they played in the Western Conference Finals this year, 99-2000. Copy. Order. Paste. Go to your game after you get both teams put in. Go over here and hit lineups. Okay. And you're ready to pick your lineups here. Center, we'll put Rashid. Power forward, we'll go with Detlef Schrempf. Now see there, he says he's a sub 7.0. That means pro basketball is a 3-minute rest period. So that would be 21 minutes for deadlift shrimp. Small forward, we'll put Scottie Pippen. Shooting guard is going to be Steve Smith. And the point guard will be Damon Stoudemire. Lakers, Shaquille. AC Green. Put Kobe at small forward. Glenn Rice at shooting guard. And Ron Harper, point guard. Now you get your lineup set. You're going to hit first. And you're ready to go. Tempo is a D. There's the defense. The Lakers have a really solid defense there at 99. Don't turn the ball over very much. So here we go. Remember, we do the higher rebounding Shaq. And they don't have much rebounding there. Deadlift shrimp. Jump. Shaq wins the jump. Ball goes to the power forward. Lakers ball. AC Green, his assist rating is not greater or equal to 5, so it's a pass. Ron Harper, his 8 is greater than a 7. It does not go less than his 3-point, so it's just a 2-point shot. He buries the shot. His field goal rating is higher than 16, so it's good. It's missed if the rating, Portland's defensive rating was -8 through -10. It's 0, so it is good. A 2-pointer from Ron Harper. Portland's ball. Rasheed Wallace draws a foul. It's not greater than 15.4, so it's no foul. Passes it. Damon Stoudemire. His attempts rating of 11 is greater than 10, but it says down here, there's another one you'll get, especially in the pro game. No field goal attempt since tempo equals CD or DD. It is D, so there's no field goal attempt. That overrides this up here. So it's going to be another pass. Then you go to Damon Stoudemire. His 11 is not higher than 17, so it's another pass. And now it turns red as you see the shot clock is at 1 second. So that means that if this doesn't meet any criteria, it's going to be a 4th shot. Deadlift shrimp, though, has an attempts rating of 8, and it is greater than 8, or equal to 8. So he will get a shot off. Ron Harper, though, cannot steal it. His 4 is not greater or equal to 5, so it's a 2-point shot for deadlift shrimp. 43, though, is far less than 76, so it's going to be a miss. Clangs off the rim. And that's going to go to Kobe Bryant. Higher offensive guard versus defensive small forward. So he out. Wait. Oh. Kobe going up against Steve Smith or Stoudemire. Neither one has higher rating than Kobe, so he'll get the rebound. Pass to Shaquille, whose attempts rating of 15 is greater than 8. He'll put up 2. 54 is greater than 35. It's good. No foul because Shaq's foul drawing rating 26.1, which is really good, but it's not as high as or equal to 29.9, so it's just a 2-point basket. 4-0 Lakers. Here's Scottie Pippen. His rating is not higher than or equal to 9, so he's going to pass it. Shrimp as you see in the parentheses, a 1 is higher or greater or equal to 1. So it's going to be a 3-point attempt. Rice cannot get the steal because his rating is not higher or equal to 3, so it's a 3-point attempt. 38, though, is off the mark. It's going to be a miss. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Okay. So now let's say I want to show you how to do the substitutions. Let's say you want to take Shrep out of the game. You're going to go to where the position bar is here, and you're going to click on that. And it's going to automatically go to the roster page. It will tell you who's in the game, their minutes remaining. So Shrep is coming out. We're going to bring in Brian Grant to spell him. You're just going to click on these little buttons here, and that'll automatically put Grant in the game. Stoudemire. We'll bring in Greg Anthony. So on and so forth. And that's all you do. One other thing, it probably won't happen very often. A lot of times, probably for the older teams, we didn't have as many players. You'll see this blank card here. That's to use because if you post or paste a team card or a team sheet in here and it's missing any of these cards here, it won't work properly. So what you would do in this case is highlight it, copy it, and then go to the roster, and for as many cards as you're missing, you paste it, and then you're good to go. I don't think again, same thing. Once you're done with the game, you'll hit the save stats, and it'll say create temp. The temp's right here, and then you'll hit your Hotmail. That's it. So I think that's about it. Hopefully somebody got something out of this. I know I do have an issue with, I'm getting old, I have issues with remembering words. But like I said, it's a fun game. There's so many seasons available, and it plays out just like Statis Pro, but it's all automated, so it makes it really nice. And it's free, so you can't beat that. So, all right, thanks for watching, and if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll get back with you. All right, have a good night.